another Wraggys beer review. So here's a new beer from the Navigation Brewery. Navigation Brewery, based in the Meadows area of Nottingham. It's classed as the Meadows. On the outskirts anyway, at least. Thankfully not in the middle. This is called Levantine Breeze. An apricot and chamomile wheat beer. Apricot sounds absolutely up the Wraggy Avenue. I think I got this from Kimberley Craft Ales, if memory serves me correctly. Didn't get it from Adventure Beer. Sure I didn't. So, yes, because I went to Kimberley and got the free RDMs. Yeah, just a thing to remind myself where I get beers from. And so that people get, if I bought a beer from a certain shop or an outlet, that respect is given. It's key. It's key for me. Respect should always be given. You know. Sadly, it doesn't happen a lot in this world. But hey, German in beer style with a craft twist. Delicate and light, fantastic apricot flavours. I'm looking forward to them. Give way to a light floral chamomile finish. A refreshing, easy drinking beer to be enjoyed in the sun. Like I say, Meadow Lane in Nottingham, that's where they're from. 4.7%. And I'm actually hoping to get down to Navigation next week on Friday. Yes, that's if you're watching it now. If you're watching it in the future, then it doesn't really matter what I'm saying. That bit does not even matter. So apologies. But yeah, I'm looking to get down there on Friday. 4 or 4, something like that. Yeah. So, pour it out without hopefully getting too much head. Now, as many people point out, and I know this, is that this beer room is technically a shed. It is not a fridge. So, but all the beers I drink come under the same fridge, anything. So, yes, it should be fridged. Yes, I know that. Can I get them in the fridge? No. It's as simple as that. So, how they are is how they are. Certainly in the summer months, it can be an issue because of warm temperatures. Certainly these last few weeks, it's been very warm. But every beer is the same, so it's interesting for beers to not be fridged, to see how they perform. Luckily, in 4 years of doing beer reviews, I've only had one pop on me. So, you know, and that company never even got back to me, miserable bleeders. Didn't even pop in summer. It actually popped in the middle of winter. Yeah. So as you can see, a good hazy, like an orange looking port. Or should we call it apricot looking port? It does look apricot in colour, doesn't it? It's got that colour to it. Ignore the head. Yeah, I know. It's standard wraggy port. Yeah. I've always had... I can smell the apricot on my hand where it came over in the can a little bit. Oh, Jesus, that aroma is sublime. I love my food. I love beers, and I love beers of every description. Maybe not farmhouse so much, but you know, you can't all be, you know, none of us can be all perfect, can we? You know, can't love every single variety. I've learnt that every beer is brewed by somebody who's brewing the beer the best way they can to represent that style. So, in my own growth, I've learned to appreciate beers. And if I come across a beer that I'll look at the style of beer, look what it's supposed to be, and appreciate it for that. Not for the fact that I don't like it, because that, you know, we all have our own opinions. And it's the opinion of what you get, what you don't get, that matters. and what it looks like when it's been poured out. Because as it leaves a brewery, we're not just talking about Navigation for this matter, we're talking about all breweries. As it leaves a brewery, it goes on a journey to maybe shops, wherever it goes. And they may not keep it in good temperatures, and they may keep it in terrible temperatures. You never really know, do you? So when you get it, you know that beer's been on a journey, and already the head's dissipated, and it's looking good. So we must remember this. And also remember, there's some people out there. 99.9% of the breweries don't intentionally brew shite beer. There's always some that don't really care about their jobs anymore and aren't interested, and it's all monotonous. But all the brewers I know, and I can only talk about local breweries because they're the only ones I really know, that I've talked to, and they appreciate, and you listen. Even when I'm drunk, I still listen. I listen to how they are. They're what they want in their styles of beers. And it's not just the fact that it's a new company who are thirsty for proving themselves, big themselves up, because you get a lot of that. I mean, I've worked in gardening for 30 odd years. And I've come across a lot of, I'm a gardener. Oh yeah, what you done then? I've mowed grass, done my dad's edge. Okay, yeah. And you get a lot of people who come, they seem excited on the first day, and then after a few days they realise that every job as it's it's beer festival side where you look like you're a superstar, and then there's the other side of things where you're cleaning out a mash tun and washing down in the middle of winter where you're freezing your bollocks off, or alternately in the summer when it's like this, and the when it's absolutely horrendously hot in a brewery. And yeah, all different, isn't it? Anyway, let's get on with the beer because it's dissipated now. That looks nice in there. So ignore the first bit with my shite pour. Let's get to the beer. That's looking lovely. It's got good colour to it. I've left some in the can. Yep, for my obligatory Instagram photo. Do love Instagram. It's my favourite ever platform. Yep. You post something and you get 7 people from, I don't know where. I presume it's all in Asia, because it always seems to be the same people, the same things, but let's not go down any routes like that. But it's promote on this, comment on this, and it's like, yeah. And yet on Instagram, breweries have had their posts took down because they're spamming. What a load of absolute tosh. I see the spammers every day when I post my stuff. Oh my God. So there's a powerful apricot taste to this. In some ways, it's akin to what Vault City are doing. And we all know Vault. For those who don't know Vault City, they are the kings of the UK sours. This is a stunning. Oh my God. I know it says it's a wheat beer, but that could challenge the stuff that Vault City are doing. So aroma side of things, massive apricot, kicking the bollocks apricot on this. On the taste, the apricot, woof, in your face. And then when the apricot subsides, the chamomile flies in and takes you to the end. And I'm not bullshitting either. It does actually do what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not trying to make myself sound like other beer reviewers who might get a bit dramatic, shall we say. I was thinking of this word then. And I do apologise for swearing. I need to get it out of my system. I'll never get 3,000 subscribers, or I'll never be big like some of the other YouTubers. Well, then again, I don't beg for 500 likes every time I post something, but there you go. The I know it's classed as a wheat beer, but that's just crazy. It to me it's bordering on sour, and I know sour beers have got strange. A sour beer is not really. For some people, the name sour, it's like, ugh, don't want to touch the sour beer. But that was nice. Oh, I won't go on too long because that was stunning. Oh my gosh. So I presume that the person who brewed this was Craig. Craig over at Navigation Brewery is what it the head brewer Dom calls him, the experimental brewer. So he does all the beers, like the different beers, the beers that I wouldn't say are not the mainstream beers and all that. And it must be an exciting job. I mean, I've spoke to the chap, and he's a lovely chap. And although not enough, but you're at the beer festival, you just want to drink beer, don't you? I do. But this is another good example of a brewer that's really delivering some great beers for Navigation. And this is a brewery that should have a bigger footprint across the UK. They're an award-winning brewery. Second best beer in the UK last year. Now that is stunning. Forget your hype breweries. They delivered. And that gets my respect. I respect people. As a gardener, I see people getting hyped all the time. I look at what they do, and it's he's on there on the BBC or whatever. Well, I deliver week in, week out, and under tough conditions, not getting multiple thousands of pounds to support my ventures. And when you watch, I'll give you an example. You watch all these gardening shows, and there they are. They're doing all this work. Let's be fair. In the background, the real gardeners are doing the work. You just get some prancers who are there at the front. Oh yes, we'll just put this there and this there. And yeah, any gardener worth his salt can do that. Any single gardener can do that. Can rearrange colours and stuff. And back to brewing. It's them who deliver. I don't care for people who can talk. I care for people that can do it, and that's where I come from. Um, no nonsense in it. But in any case, Levantine Breeze, stunning beer. The Apricot was just off the charts, and a slightly longer review. I do apologise for waffling, but you get a proper review, not some 4-minute, little review. I'm trying to be nice. But absolutely stunning. That Apricot is off the charts. It's as good as anything that the Vault City people are bringing out. Now, more of these, but with different fruits. Oh my gosh. That's stunning. Looking forward to the Robin Hood Beer Festival this year. See what Navigation Brewery bring. They were brilliant last year. Their A game was there. Seawise Giant and the Chocolate Mild. Can't remember the actual name. Salted Elephant Gun. They were my two favourites. The staff on the bar were amazing. Some brilliant personalities. Sadly, don't think I'll make it to the Arboretum Festival. Have my own reasons for that. Worked there for 22 years. It destroys my soul to walk on there and see the state of the place. It's it's like walking into Buckingham Palace when you worked at a place, and then walking into some um, well, like walking into, you look at Ukraine, then bombed out towns. It's that difference. It used to be one of the country's best parks. It's now nowhere near, despite what the council think. But in any case, apricot, amazing apricot. This is absolutely stunning. The chamomile certainly was there. Yeah, really, really enjoyed this. Uh, it's going on the top wall as one of my beers of the year. I've only just started that, so apologies to every beer for the first 6 months of the year that didn't get on there, but hey ho, tough in it. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.63 out of 5. Absolutely amazing. Oh, that was good. And I'd love to get this on keg, try this on keg or cask, because it's an absolute stunner. If you see it, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I don't know how far. Look on Navigation Brewery's website. If you live local to Kimberley Craft Ales. If you live in the East Midlands, you've got Adventure Beer. Further afield, Navigation Brewery is probably the best place to go. But email them, because that is a gob-smacking stunner. Oh, and that's my review. Wow. I love beer reviewing. Yeah. Don't get paid for it, but there you go. Is what it is. Cheers.